You want to know what my idea of fun is on a hot summer day? Well, I can assure you, it ain't this.
We hit the little rivers for big bass like this. You guys get out, fight the lake traffic, parking lot's full, hot. We're gonna come out here, float these rivers, get in that current, cool off, catch big largemouth.
Okay, we're here. We got a pretty river here, and I'm fixing to pick up Wes here up on the bank, and we're gonna get this thing started. Now I know there's a lot of you out there going, look, when I turn these shows on, if you don't catch a fish within the first minute, I'm out of here. Well, I'm sorry, but we kind of like to set things up, kind of get it rolling as to experience the same thing we are, and kind of follow us along with our stuff here. So we're gonna get up here, get Wes picked up, get this thing started, and see what he's got in store for us. This should be fun. So here we go. Today's G3 Sportsman. Here it is, mid-June. Gonna be a hot one, but we're gonna have some fun.
So you're just drifting? Yeah, I'm just drifting with the current, casting up into the current, letting the swim bait work down current. So here comes a shade spot right here. We're losing our depth, so the bottom of this hole's not quite as good, but we do have some good boulders in here and some shade, so we're gonna try to fish it here. And then we're gonna run this ripple. There's another really good section below here with a lot of good current on it, so we're gonna drift that and see what we can do there. I don't know what I was thinking this morning. Stay pegged. All right. The shadows, man, they've been in those shadows out of this hot sun. Oh, look at the 3 spotted bass. Oh, see them? And these spotted bass are really moving into this river, man. I mean, used to, you wouldn't really catch a spotted bass. I mean, you wouldn't. Now, you come out here and if you don't catch 3 or 4 spotted bass, then you're surprised. Chunky little guys and ferocious fighters. I'm not complaining one bit that they're in this river. I don't know what that does to the population, smallmouth. I don't think they mind. But they're all about anywhere from 1.5 pounds to, you know, you get up in the 2 1/4, 3 pound. But fishing big swim baits and they crush it, man. You saw there's 3 more with them. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna get back after those others. Guys, we snuck out here, knocked back our phone calls and snuck out here about noon, and it is high sun, June, it's hot. And so far what we're finding out is if you see these little shade pockets, if you can get in that shade pocket with the current, you can get bit. These fish are, you know, they get hot too, especially with 74-degree water. So I'm gonna start kind of targeting some of these shade pockets on these rock banks and see if we can't get a few bites. You can see on that last one, there was 2 or 3 spotted bass with it. But it's a lot of fun, man. When it's hot, you get out on these rivers, you've got current flowing. Don't really have any wind today, but it's bearable and we're catching a few fish. So hopefully we can put something together here and you guys can enjoy this little river episode. We'll talk about the jet boat, kind of some of the features of this Gator tough that I have here, and answer some of those questions I've been getting. Yep. That's exactly where you'd take a largemouth to feed on this. There's the boys in that current. You have anything in there? Give him, man. Nice largemouth. Look at that. Sorry guys, I mean you can, Scott show behind us, look what I was getting to. Look at his gullet, he's got crawdads in there, but show that shade spot right there. I skipped the swim bait up into that shade, and man, I thought I was hung for a second, but nope. Nice river largemouth. That's the ones you're looking for right there. Look at the belly. Catch and release out here, specializing in these largemouth and smallmouth. But for a river largemouth, guys, this is a nice above average fish right there, and what a fun way to catch them in the current. It was a little bit of a rodeo, but we got them. And see what we're trying to do, the reason people are like, well, go get that fish. I'm trying to stay in this hole so I can fish this log. So I wanted to stay on spot lock. And all that does is create a big pendulum and make it hard to land them. But that's why we got Scott in the boat. He does double duty. You know, guys, you always come out with a plan. And today the plan was make a little meat run. Unfortunately, the river changes a lot. We've got a lot of rain, we got a lot of color in here. Brush pile's kind of dying out, so our crappie kind of dried up. But we plucked a few in the morning and thought it was going to be promising, and then it kind of dried up. So here I am, I was up front, and I was kind of sheepishly talking, kind of looking down at my big swim bait. And I brought it up to Scott, and I said, man, you'd really get mad at me if I picked up that mag draft. And so about 2 minutes later, Scott picked it up and caught a nice largemouth, which has got a vertical video of. He may throw it in here, maybe not, but he caught a nice largemouth. So I said, all right, you feel better about me picking it up? So really the rest is history there. I picked up the mag draft, kind of switched gears, and I'm glad I did, because it wasn't just gangbusters, but we did catch some nice fish. We got into the largemouth today. They were biting. There's a fish. Yeah, a little largemouth maybe. Just getting bombarded by the largemouth today. Here I am lying to you guys, talking about largemouth would be that size, and that's all we're getting into. Boy, look at that crawl. No, those are shad. Sorry, buddy, I don't mean to rob you of your lunch, but thank you for eating our swim bait here. There we go, another little river largemouth. Coming off these boulders, there's not a lot of current in here. That's kind of why these largemouth are sitting in here. But man, we're just slow drifting with the current. Siri's trying to interrupt me here, but I just spot locked. He came off that little stick up and boulder there and just thumped that swim bait. So we've got 2 more banks. We're slow drifting down all this rock. Scott will show you lay downs. I mean, it's just, if you created a spot to fish on the river, it would look just like this. And guys, guess what? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. High sun. I'm gonna tell you right now, you go out on the lake or something, these are the times you struggle. And the good thing about the river, they don't seem to mind quite as much on those slow periods during the day. All right, look guys, I'm drifting into a bank, so I'm gonna give you a real quick look inside this boat. I'm barely gonna open the containers if they'll let me. Okay, so you got 2 storage containers up front. Scott's getting up on the seat. 2 storage containers up front, nice deck up here. Of course, I've got old Rance mounted to the front. You've got a bar right here where you can mount things like a light bar. I keep that mainly in case I get out here late and stuck. I don't want to be running in the dark. I've mounted with the Ram mount, I've mounted a Garmin there, I've mounted my phone. Those can be added later once you buy the boat. They don't come stock. And then I've got my compartment here, and it actually fits those tackle boxes real well. I bet I have a dozen or more in there. Other side looks the same. I've just got life jackets and such. Scott is standing on the live well where we sit. I put my bait in there sometimes, and then I also keep my fish in there, obviously, if I'm taking them home. But you've got 2 jump seats in the back, and right now I've got my butt seat for my other buddy because he prefers a butt seat when he fishes back there. But the sea deck is aftermarket. If you work at it, guys, you can probably get a hold of the dimensions, but even if you got to measure them, just do it. But you can get a hold of sea deck, let them know what you got, see if they can work with you. This is the mocha color, and I've got a Ultrex on the front, which I've mentioned, and I've got a 9065 Yamaha jet on the back. It pushes at about 24 mile an hour, which is plenty for what I'm doing. So, and yeah, so I mean, it's got everything you need, nothing you don't. It's a great boat. Of course, it's aluminum, easy to clean, and durable. I've been fishing this hard for 2 years, and honestly, it still looks pretty much brand new. So check them out. They're hard to beat. Where have all the cowboys gone? Oh, fish. Oh, my. What do we got? Another largie? Big largemouth. I'm going to run him down. Stay on there. Oh, there's a good one with him. Oh my, look at the smallmouth with him. Can you get this, Scott? Guys, this is a nice one. There is a good, look at that net back there. Holy cow, land this guy. Sorry guys, we're gonna sacrifice a little. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see that. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Get your camera up here. Look at that largemouth. That's a freaking tank. That may be my PB River largemouth right there, guys. When he hit it, he literally threw current, and I saw this flash. And let me tell you something right now. There's a smallmouth in there with him, just as big. That's a daggum 5-pounder. Largemouth show on the river today. And let me tell you right now, my PB largemouth, and I fished this river a long time. I mean, that's a 20+ inch, 5-pound class largemouth on the big swim bait. I just got done talking about how we could Texas rig, and this fish may have bit that, but man, when he bit that swim bait and turned, the fight was on. I just saw just wake coming off that big boulder. Cool. I'll be dang. We put together something. I caught my personal best. I'm sorry we didn't catch 20, but I caught a 4.86 largemouth, which is a daggum stud for these little Missouri creeks. These are awesome little rivers. Guys, we really have some trophy smallmouth fishing here, and obviously some good largemouth swimming in these creeks as well. So if you got your family, if you like getting out in small waters and not seeing anybody, we've seen, I think, 2 boats the rest of the day today. You really got to look around anybody's areas that have these small bodies of waters that feed these lakes or streams. All right, I'm gonna have to come around you. We're coming off spot lock. Here he comes. He's gonna cooperate. Come here, missile. Come here, bottle rocket. I mean, you can see. Look here. I'm trying. I'm trying. There he is. Guys, look here. We've been out here, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a little bit of a grind. Okay, summertime, we got out late, and here's the thing. There's days we come out, we catch 40 of these, we catch 40, 15+ inchers, and there's days you come out and you catch your personal best. And personally, I'd rather come out any day and catch my personal best and maybe struggle a little bit. Today I caught a 4.86 largemouth on the river in my jet boat, which I've talked to you guys about this jet boat and how awesome it is. If you guys want to check them out, look for a local dealer, G3 Boats dealer on Google, g3boats.com. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram. We'll answer your message, whatever questions you have on these boats. And hey, get out and hit your rivers, avoid the traffic at the lake, start looking for your little streams around you, wade them if you can, find the deep holes, find some current, catch some fish. So good luck to you out there. Like, subscribe, comment, come back and see us next time.